Did it hit you hard in that first few months? How were the first few months?
It hit me hard the first day. Because I knew the day before, absolutely 100% at half-time against Watford, I knew, that's it. So the team talk at half-time was about whoever wants to play can play, get your hand up if you don't want to play. Made a few changes, a couple of the lads actually in tears, and they had to go. And then after the game I knew, but didn't hear anything. So, but I still knew. And next morning you get a text, I want to see you in my office.
Yeah.
So I knew. I just left my missus at the airport, and then text her, I think I'll be coming back with you. And yeah, it took about 5 minutes with Ed, and then stayed and spoke to some of the lads and did an interview, because I needed to do it properly, because I've always seen managers when they leave, it's like 2 months later you slag someone off or something. That's not me.
No.
I'm like, no, I want to do it now, tell everyone I'm proud and privileged, and move on.
When you said that you knew at half-time, was that through something that had been said to you previously, or was it just through a feeling?
It was just a feeling.
Overwhelming.
Yeah, you get there, the players, some of them stop running, stop believing. That's maybe the biggest word. They didn't believe that and didn't care maybe. And it's just one of them that there's no point for me trying to get this changed. It's just that, you know, it was come to a point. We'd lost to Liverpool 5-0 and lost to City 2-0 at home in 2 games, and in between they would beat Tottenham 3-0 away. But those 2 home games, it's like, I always looked at them and said, we need to be Man United. Try to be Man United. Don't defend, don't be counter-attacking. Just let the players fit, or go out there, go toe-to-toe with them, because if not, there's no point being at Man United. You've got to, at some point, you need to take that. Can we take the next step? And we weren't ready. Just not good enough.
But do you feel going toe-to-toe, was it, in hindsight, you're saying going toe-to-toe, and I think that's great, and we all have, again, we've mentioned it many times, it's great to have this plan.
Yeah.
But if you're up against it, I think sometimes I kind of go back to it. What's wrong with sitting in, even if you're Man United? Especially if the teams are in a better place than you were at that particular time.
If those 2 games were away from home, you'd be much more comfortable doing that.
Yeah.
Old Trafford, we've signed Cristiano, signed Varane, signed Jadon Sancho. What I look at it is like we went 4-4-2 against, or 4-2-3-1 against Liverpool, and 5-3-2 against City. Should have switched them 2 over. You look at it now and say, that's...
I agree with you, Ollie, in that it's probably a little bit similar to what Man United are sort of doing now with Erik ten Hag, in that you've had success as you did initially. You know, you get second, you get to semi-finals, you're sort of nearly there. But to make that next step, you've got to not just take them on, it's a one-off game, but almost become more than a counter-attacking team. You've got to be, as you say, you've got to be the dominant team. That's what I feel probably Man United are right now, actually. Can you take that next step to be that type of football? Is that what you were thinking? Because, as you say, you're bringing superstars in, really, aren't you? Varane, Champions League winner, World Cup winner, obviously Ronaldo as well.
No, that's exactly what I was thinking. I can't be... Because there's a chance you're going to lose anyway. Those 2 Liverpool and City, 2 of the best teams in the world the last 4 or 5 years. Absolutely the top teams. There's a chance you're going to lose anyway. If you lose without having a go, it's like...
No, but
what's the point? I know what you mean, Rob.
But sitting in, again, this idea of sitting in, to me, doesn't mean to say you're not having a go. It's just you're having a go at the right times.
But the thing was, the players also felt, and maybe wrongly so, thought we're a better team than just defending.
They were.
And there weren't players who the main strength was counter-attacking and running and digging in. We've got to be honest. And the previous years, you had players like Andreas Pereira, Dan James, you had Jesse Lingard, you had players who could run all day for you. And it's easier to set up a team and beat City.
Yeah. You beat City quite a few times.
Away from home.
Yeah.
But,
was there more pressure to beat teams at home? Did you feel like you had to be the aggressor?
At United, you have a responsibility as well for the fans to enjoy the game. You don't just go and get a result.
Right.
And I felt with...
But isn't it strange? Sorry, Ollie. Is it strange that we sit here and we go, I'm comfortable playing the counter-attack away from home, But I still think the mindset should be, even if you're a big club, I don't care if it's Real Madrid or Dortmund or Bayern Munich, whoever, sitting in a home, why does I'm just not about your, I'm not just not about your situation, but there is it's easy away from home, but you should be at home as well, because I think this idea of picking teams off and playing under counter-attack, if you're not as good as the opposition, I think there's nothing wrong with that. I appreciate there's always pressure on Man United to be the dominant team and have more possession, but why is it we'll do it away from home but not so much at home? And I just don't mean your situation. I've seen it with other clubs.
For me though, and for this team, it was time to see where we're at.
Right. Okay.
Are we ready to take the next step? And that was a decision I made of. So the first half against Liverpool, strangely enough, it's like 50-50 possession-wise. We create a few decent chances.
You had a massive chance at 0-0.
We had massive. Mason Greenwood, I think. Cristiano had a half decent chance. But then I think it's the first goal, Firmino's turn and twist and just avoided the offside is like top class.
Top draw, yeah.
So, and that.
But you've already had your plan, and if they get the first goal, but you're not going to change quickly, and then Liverpool then start. And listen, we're talking about bloody good teams here, and
they were good
pick
teams.
you up. Yeah, of course.